One, two, 1, 2. Feels good to be back. Alive. Damn it. My good people, welcome to a very late edition of Club Shada. Let's get back to the good habits. It was, so where do I start? July subscriber goal was 1,000 and 5,000 new subscribers to the YouTube channel. We have 1,791. So we killed the goal. That's amazing to have all these new people subscribing to my channel. Actually, there was just one now. I forgot who was that was. Last subscribers. Big up to all the latest subscribers. Lee, Kadi, Diego, Porto, League Official, Amadou Balde. I want to say hi to Randy, Richmond. I want to say hi to the good brother AJ. Good to see you back. It's good to be back as well. DJ Montero, what up, brother? I hope you're fine. I'm getting there. I think I would say that I'm at 85-90% of my capabilities, but enough to go live, enough to breathe. Tonight I want to tell my story. I want to tell the story. Hi Nade, welcome to Club Shada. You love Kizomba? Well, we do too. What up, Danielle? I love Kaysha. Well, thank you, but you have to learn how to write Kaysha. It's with an A. I'm joking. Queen Juju, how are you? I hope you're fine. Hey, Isasha, yeah. I'm back with a vengeance. I'm back. Still weak, but I'm back. Hey, what up, boy Platinado? How are you? I hope everybody's fine. I just I wanted to come back on the live on a Sunday, but hey, since I decided to move my computer back to the living room, I just said to myself, let me just go here and give them a little high. Of course, if you guys have questions about today's subject, feel free to ask. There's a lot of opinions. There's a lot of people who think they know. There's a lot of conflicting information. I don't think I have all the answers, but olá, Tina, como estás? Gosto dessa nova foto. I don't have all the informations about the disease. I still believe that there's no cure yet. Merci beaucoup, Mboko. I believe, I'm good, sister. It's a special moment in history because the answers. I'm playing with the light here. Damn. There you go. There's no answers yet for everything. Science has to go on trial and error. There's a lot of there's a lot of people trying a lot of things, and a lot of people think that what they tried, because it worked on some people, is the solution. I don't believe it. But all I can say and all I can count is my story. If you are interested in knowing it. So the day of my daughter's birthday, this party, because her birthday was on in my everyday job, I problem solve. Exactly. Science is dynamic. That's all you need to understand from that. And a lot of people want answer fast because they're panicking. A lot of governments are stuck between health, economy. And if you choose health, the economy is fucked. If you choose economy, health is fucked. And so, and everybody's acting differently. And I think people should work together more. And I believe that the societies that we live today, with Twitters and Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups, are very damaging to people, because any information, any story is just multiplied by 1,000,000 via groups. Whatever information, and a lot of people have the time to write a fake thing by a Chinese colonel that, oh, my daughter had this and this came from that, the lab, whatever. Some people are dumb, stupid enough to spend half an hour of their life to write some shit that looks plausible and then put it on a WhatsApp group. And the people who see it, they don't think, is it true? Is it not? People don't think. If they agree with it or if it goes with something that they already think, the first thing they do, they send it to 10 groups. Each group has 250 people. Each 250 people send it to their groups, and it goes around the world in a second. This is the danger of all this instant information that we can have on Twitter, on WhatsApp, on Instagram, or on all these platforms that we have, that in the same time are amazing, because it gives us the possibility to talk with our families. I can talk with my mom every day. While I was sick, my mom was talking to me every 10 minutes, sending voice messages, calling, and it was free. 20 years ago, I would be in this situation, talking to my mom, which was it was one of the essential things that made me feel better. It would have cost me a leg and an arm just to be able to have the conversation. You see what I mean? So in the same time, it's an advancement for the humankind, and it's amazing to be able to talk to each other for free. And even it's amazing that I can be here and I can freely address myself to you guys, and it costs me nothing except my internet bill, and that's unlimited up and down, plus electricity. But it would have cost me hundreds per megabytes to 20 years ago. So in the same time, yeah, it's a great thing that is happening, and in the same time, people, a lot of us have the gift of being able to have conversation with each other, but at the same time, all the idiots also have the same means of conversation and have the power of spreading the nonsense or what they believe to be true. And some of them, yeah, they just believe whatever they heard, or they made up their mind of something, and some of these idiots are presidents. So this doesn't help. So and the media is making money from all these frenzies. So every story becomes a whole movie. Every piece of medicine that could help becomes a debate. And I think politicians are not doing their job. But I understand this is their job, but they still are human people. They still are human beings, and they might be as overwhelmed as everybody, because what is happening is not a war. What is happening is not an economic crisis between two countries, or some diplomatic things that you have to fix that you've been there before. What is happening is something that never happened before. I mean, it happened, but 100 years ago, and everybody that lived those pandemic, most of them, they're not here, and all these presidents were not trained for this, and none of us were trained for this. So there's been a lot of movies, there's been a lot of scenarios, a lot of fake alerts, where a lot of people were there thinking to themselves, oh my God, it could happen, whatever, but it never happens, or it happens far. When people talk to you about Ebola in Congo, you're like, yeah, it's far away. Even when you are in Congo, it can be like 5,000 kilometers away from you, because the country is so huge. So when there's an outbreak in a village in the other side of the country, you don't really feel like it's near you. And in February, everybody was still thinking, yeah, it's in China. And then like, nobody protected themselves like I did. Like, I really have been careful the whole time. I wear a mask when I go out. I don't go out that much. And boom. How? I don't know. Is it my wife and her friends who are, going to the beach, meeting friends, mingling with people, and who knows? Is it when we shot a video, or when I went to Buddy's house and some people that I didn't know were there, and people were smoking shisha, and maybe, who knows? Or did I just went to the groceries, touch a yogurt, and then put my finger in my nose under my mask, and boom? I don't know. Looking back, need a second. Yeah. I believe that I had it 2 times, because I had the same feelings a first time, and then it went away. I was just taking paracetamol, and then I had it a second time, and that's what I'm gonna talk about tonight. Thanks a lot, Matt. I'm glad to be back myself. What up, Future Soundbeat? How are you? Well, listen, I was trying to diet a bit, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm glad to be back myself, y'all. Indeed, Graphy Man, they should never mix. Like, the politicians should listen to the science people, and if the science people tell them we don't know or we not sure, these are the options, this is what you tell the public. You don't lie to the people. You don't invent stuff. You don't say that this is the solution when you don't have a solution. But then it depends from country to country. In Portugal, I think they took it seriously very early, and because they have close ties with China, because China almost bought all of this country, we had a lot of masks, we had a lot of prevention done in the right time, and actually we had, I think we are at 1,700 dead, compared to France, where they passed the 35,000, or the US, which this is crazy. And then it depends who is your leader. And in France, for example, they lied a lot to the people because they didn't have enough masks. Instead of saying we don't have enough masks but we're working on it, they told people masks are not useful, and they told people to go vote. So the thing exploded even more, and they let religious groups do a lot of gatherings, and this created super clusters, and then situation got completely fucked. In the US, it's even crazier. Americans are responsible for electing somebody who's not fit for being a president, and who's taking everything in his own way, and what's telling people you don't need to wear a mask. The UK is the same thing. Brazil is the same thing. All these clones, Trump, Bolsonaro, and Boris Johnson, who they were elected by people who are just angry, and all three showed you what leadership is not. All these free people are conducting their countries to the abyss, because when it was time to show the example of, guys, we have to protect ourselves, there's a virus out there that we don't know, and we don't know how it came, how all this. But what we're going to do is we're going to wear a mask, and we're going to distance ourselves, and we're going to close everything, and we're going to, hey, fuck the economy. We're going to distance ourselves from each other, and then we'll see, and we'll find a way to help people. They were all there, not wearing a mask, and shaking hands and dancing with people. And out of the three of them, the two clones, Boris and Bolsonaro, they both got tested positive. And Boris came out of there feeling it and being like, yo, okay, I get it. It's serious. The Brazilian one, yeah. And the American one, forget it. And the worst part is that because of all the misinformation and the politicizing of the debate, and the way that now everybody is just in antagonism instead of conversation, people are here thinking that when you have to go to wear a mask to go inside of a supermarket, my liberty, you are not gonna take my liberty. And I watch all these idiots, and I'm like, wow. Here in this country, in Portugal, if I go anywhere that is a closed area, like anywhere inside, supermarket, commercial center, restaurant, wherever, even a restaurant with a terrace, when to enter, you first have to wear a mask. If you go to the supermarket or anywhere here, and every store that you go, security is always telling you, you cannot come in without a mask, and you have to put this gel on your hands, and they have gel for you. And you can buy masks anywhere. They even have like automatic machines that are vending masks. And if you go to 10 stores, trust me, you're gonna have to put gel 10 times in your hands. And and then I see the situation in some countries, in France or in America, where people are yelling because they don't want to wear a mask because of their civil liberties and because the mask is bad, or because and I look at them and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And then I see the young people partying and going to the beach and mingling with each other, and I understand the desire to be social, but then you kill your grandma, or people like me get infected because I'm not 20 years old, I'm 46 years old. So it's a different beast depending on your age, your situation. And yeah, that's crazy. What up, cousin? How are you? What up, Muriel? Thanks, coach. I see you were taking it over. Save me. I wouldn't say that. I'm gonna tell the whole story. Actually, that's why I'm live. This is the subject of today. So I'm gonna tell you day by day everything that happened and how I felt and when I started taking it and what I took before that. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, Elise, thank you. Come from far away. So let me tell you the story of the first week. Because I already had those symptoms a month before, and it was more like the feeling of a flu. I was just taking my anti-grippine, which is that thing you take for the flu. And after my daughter's birthday party on the 3rd, the 4th, I start feeling strange. Start feeling like, feverish, but nothing special. Took my pill, went away. Next day, same thing. After 3-4 days, my wife was telling me, go get tested. And I was like, nah. I mean, there's no way I can be positive with this. I've been so careful, and I've been staying home. So, and then my wife went on a weekend in the south of Portugal with her sister and her friend to go to the beach and enjoy it. And I stayed here with my daughter. So she left Friday, and the day she left, I was feeling fine. Actually, on Thursday, we even went out. We went to lunch outside. I was feeling well. I was like, oh yeah, that was a bad flu, and I was really fine. So she was like, hey, I want to go to the south. What do you think? I was like, listen, I guess I'm fine. So yeah, you should go. Go have fun. And soon as she left, the same day, my fever got higher, and I was just alone with my daughter. So I spent Friday alone with my daughter on the sofa under a blanket, and my daughter was playing. I was putting her some cartoons. Thankfully, she was not, and she understood. I was telling him, like, Daddy's not feeling well, so she was like, oh, it's gonna pass, and she was just playing on her thing, and I just spent the whole day between sleeping and feeling feeling fever. So I was just taking my antigripine, which is a mix of paracetamol, 500 milligram, and something else. Saturday, same thing. Feeling horrible, feeling sick, fever, and so the whole time, of course, I'm wearing a mask because I'm alone with my daughter, and I'm telling the wife that she should come back. I think it was Saturday evening. I was like, hey, listen, you have to come back early tomorrow because it's becoming problematic, and I think I'm gonna go to the hospital and get checked, because it's now been a whole week that I'm feeling like this, and it's getting worse. Sunday morning, she explained to me that she's only going to be there in the afternoon because they have to, take the car, whatever, all that stuff. And so she's on the way back, and she calls her brother, so her brother can come and take my daughter in his house until she comes back, so I can prepare myself and go to the hospital. So her brother comes in the afternoon. So I think this was the 10th of July or something like that. It was a Sunday. I'm not sure. I don't have my calendar here. Let me check. Let me check the calendar so I can give you Friday was the 10. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, it was the 12 of July. 12 of July. So at that moment, I'm Yvon, my wife's brother, comes, takes Asha, and I tell him, of course, to stay away because now I'm not sure. So he wears a mask. He comes here, we prepare all the things for Asha, and he takes her back to his house. Because I just took some paracetamol, I just went to bed. I went to bed until I don't remember what time. I don't remember if my wife was already back home or not. I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Or maybe she went back only the day after. But now I was alone at home. I'm feeling like super cold. I know I have fever. So at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., I go downstairs. I take a electric scooter, and I go to the hospital. The hospital is like 10 minutes away. So I go, arrive to the hospital. I go to the emergency. I explain what I feel, what I have, etc. They check me out. Thanks, brother. They check me out. So they tell me that I'm gonna do a radio of the lungs, and they tell me that they're gonna do me a test for COVID, and they put me they put me how do you call this? Perfusion. I don't know if it's the same word that in French, but yeah, they put me on perfusion, and they put some liquid in me. So I stay there for half an hour, 45 minutes until the whole liquid comes down, and I wait. Then they come back. They ask me to pee in this little thing, and then they come back with the test. So the PCR, you have to put them in both in the nose and then in the throat. She tells me it's gonna hurt. She started doing the thing. It didn't hurt. It was just I would say intravenous. Thanks. So yeah, she told me it would hurt. Well, it didn't hurt. It was just, it was, I would say it was not fun. It was not great, but it didn't hurt. It was just like, it makes you cry a bit and you feel that she's really going there in the back, but yeah, nothing. I mean, yeah, it was not, it didn't hurt. Then she put in the throat, blah, you know. What else would I do? Uncomfortable, thanks. I'm losing a lot of words though. I don't know if it's the fact of being tired of the fact that this shit attacked the brain too, but there's a lot of words that I don't find. Probably the fact of being very tired. Nah, it doesn't. Not that much. So it's very uncomfortable, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, I guess it depends from person to person. Some people are very sensitive in these parts. I'm a guy. I'm full of tattoos and stuff, and yeah, I mean, I even did a laser to remove the hair on some part of my face and my chest. So this little thing on my nose was not. Yeah, it was just like like it makes you cry, but it's more a nerve thing, right? Oh, yours came out with blood? Shit. It might also be depending on who does it. Mine was, yeah, she did what she had to do, but she didn't like push it to hurt. So I guess your mileage varies. So she does this test and they tell me that then they leave me there for a whole hour. So I was there waiting, posting, talking to my wife. I think she didn't arrive yet. I don't remember. Or did she arrive before? I don't remember, because I remember that when my wife arrived is the only moment that I cried. Like when she arrived, I just was like, oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm happy you're here. And so I don't know if that's before I go to the hospital the next day. Who knows? I don't remember. After that, I stayed at the hospital for 5 hours. I went to do the scanner of my lungs, and so a doctor comes, explain to me a lot of things that I have. My lungs are full of forgot about what he said, but he said you have this, and your lungs show an activity that is usually what happens when people have the COVID. You are starting to have some scars and stuff, and I believe that you probably have the COVID, but you will receive the confirmation tomorrow. All right. So at that time I'm feeling fine because of whatever they gave me in the intravenous. They gave me, after 2 hours, another intravenous of paracetamol, 1,000 milligrams. So at that moment I'm feeling super fine. I'm okay. I'm just there waiting, and I'm like, well, I'm fine. I'm breathing normally. I don't have any issues in that case, whatever. I finally end up coming back to the house with my same electric scooter. Come back to the house at 1 a.m. Easy, I'm here chilling. Everything is fine. So I'm good. No fever, no more fever after all they gave me in there. And so I go to sleep. When I wake up the next day, What up, brother? Welcome. When I wake up the next day, I receive a call from the hospital, and they tell me that I'm positive for COVID-19. So I'm like, okay. Then I receive a call from the police that tell me that I'm in the system, whatever, and I'm supposed to stay home, and that they will call me from time to time to make sure I'm home. I'm like, okay. Then I receive a third call from Trace COVID, which is the organization that handle everybody that is COVID positive in Portugal. And they tell me that, okay, I've been tested positive, etc., etc. Those are the results. I have this, that. How do I feel? Do I have what up, Sean? Do I have any symptoms? How do I feel? I said, I'm feeling well. Do you have hard time breathing? I said, no, I'm okay. And so I take this time to call everybody that I've been around. I just shot a video, so I called the friend. We called the friend who hired the model. We called the people that we shot with because they were back in Luxembourg. I called Bodhisattva. My wife called all her friends. We start giving all the numbers to all these people so they can call them too. But we also call everybody, telling them, yo, we might have situation. Please go get tested. And so after that, yeah, lots of calls. Yeah, exactly. So they start calling me like every 6 hours, and they tell me, if you feel anything, there's a special number, this SOS COVID, that you can call if you ever get in a respiratory trouble. You can call this number. So okay, I think this is I think at that moment it's that day that my wife came back, in the afternoon, Monday afternoon. That's when she came back, and I think that's the best thing that happened, because I don't know if I would have made it alone, but yeah, when you have somebody who just becomes selfless and just put herself in the service of your health, it is a big difference. And my mom was also giving a lot of advice and stuff, but she was in Congo. She's in Congo. So at that point, I'm feeling fine, but I'm scared. And then all of a sudden, from that point, so I was already 8 days in, right? And from that point, the situation completely degraded, like in one day. And I call Bodhisattva, and because we've been together a lot of times together, like in his car. Sometimes he comes. I went to his house, and sometimes he came to my area, and we were just going to the car, drive through McDonald's, talking, whatever. So I was like, yo, bro, I'm positive, you have to go test. So he goes to do his test, and he actually got positive too, and a friend of my wife got positive too. This one, Lily, has 0 symptoms, but she's just been self-quarantined, and me and Body had it bad in different ways. You can go to his Instagram and he will tell his story, or maybe I will do a live with him where we can discuss how he affected us completely differently. He lost a lot of weight. I lost a little bit, but he lost like 17 kilos. He was hard, and he was alone. This depressed him and stuff, but I mean, that's his story to tell. So starting that moment, my fever goes every 4 or 5 hours. I go to 40 degrees, 40 degrees fever, hallucinations. My brain starts obsessing on stuff like designing perfect rectangles with round squares, measuring things. Like my brain is just, I start seeing other universes, teleportation. I'm out. At the same time, I put TV all the time, and I'm starting to feel that my breath has been reduced to 60% of the air, because I could not anymore do like this. Like I could only do, that's it. So now I have to breathe like this all day to control. I had to control my breath. So I put my mind on the fact that I have to control my breath. So that was the first day. I'm shivering like crazy. I think I have some, oh man, no, I don't have the cable. My phone is not connected. But I'll put a vlog tomorrow. We film a little bit of the hard moments. It's hard to watch, but it's too bad that I don't have the cable here. I don't know where the cable, the phone cable, the USB cable, I don't know where it is, but like let me show you. Let me try to see if you can see from the phone. But like there's a moment where I'm like this. Wait, I don't know if you can see well. Wait, is it playing? Yeah. I'm like shivering like crazy, and I'm just, or wait. There's a moment where I have what is it like? There were moments where I was like this, like, and I had to have cold water, compressors here, because I was just 40. I was so the fever was too high. I even, at a point, my wife put me in a bath of hot water, and I was telling her that it was cold, and I needed more hot water because it was cold. It was hard. It's like, even when I watch those videos, it's like tomorrow I'm gonna edit the whole vlog about the progression. And yeah, it's even watching it and it's like remembering those moments. They're hard because you actually don't know if your breath is gonna stay like this or if it's gonna get worse, because you know that for now you have enough to breathe, just to breathe. If I move one arm like this, it's like I just run a marathon. If I stand up, or if I take a shower, or if I just go to the toilet, like you just feel like you're gonna pass out, because any effort is impossible. The smell became 10 times more. So I was smelling everything. Like you do a bath, you pee, every smell in the house. I was like feeling everything 10 times. I was even smelling the things from outside. And in terms of taste, I lost the taste of meat and chicken. but I didn't lose the taste of fruits. Fruits were, I was eating mandarin, mangoes, bananas, and nectarinas. I don't know how in English, but yeah, nectarine. Indeed, I was fruits. I had no problem eating when I could eat because I was really too weak to eat. But when I was trying to eat meat or a hamburger or chicken, I would not feel any taste. But the worst part was that I was just like this, masticating, but then I could not give the order to from my brain to my muscles here to swallow. But I knew that I had the food for 10 minutes and I was like, and I know that the food is supposed after 30 times that you are here doing this, after 30 times, it's supposed to be already ready to be swallowed. But inside my mouth, it felt like everything was still solid and impossible to give the order. I mean, you don't give the order. You just eat and you swallow. You don't think about it. But now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, it's time to swallow. But the only thing I can do is this. And I'm like, yeah, it's time to swallow, swallow, swallow. And from here to here, nothing happens. It's like, it feels like when somebody who's handicapped and lost the control of their legs because of the nerves got severed or something, and they want to walk because they've always known how to walk, but nothing happened when they order their legs to walk. That's exactly how it feels. That you know that you want to swallow, but you lost the ability to swallow. It's horrible. And me, I'm a very mental person. So I'm trying to find, and I'm trying to tell myself, yo, you have to swallow. Yo, the food is ready. It's already bouilli. It's already, and nothing. Like, I felt like I had, like, it's hard to explain how it felt in my mouth, but it never felt that like it was mixed with my saliva and it was already liquid. It just felt like I had something in my mouth, and at a point, the only way I found to swallow was to take a glass of water and put it, and at the same time that I swallow the water, I swallow everything. So I had to abandon eating, and I ordered my favorite food. I had to abandon eating. I tried a cheeseburger, I tried KFC, I tried the Chinese food that I love, I tried everything that had to do with meat. Impossible. And my mom is on video with my wife and they hear, you have to eat. And then I'm like, you don't understand. It's not that I don't want to eat. I want to eat. I'm hungry, but I cannot eat. Like, it doesn't go down. And they're like, yeah, but you have to eat. Like, you don't understand. It's not working anymore. Like, and this is horrible. This is like a feeling of your brain has been hacked, and the things that you've always known how to do, you can do them. And at the same time, you're tired. And at the same time, you have to control your breathing. And at the same time, every 4 or 5 hours, you go back to 40 degrees fever with hallucinations. And when you take the paracetamol, and you can only take it every every 5 hours or 6 hours, because it was the 1000 milligrams. And every time you take it, you are affecting your liver. So it was hard. It was hard, very hard, actually. After no, I had no problem drinking, and the interesting part about what I was feeling with meat was that with fruits I had no problem. Like, I had clementinas, I had mandarinas, I had bananas, and I had what else did I get? I had mangoes. And so my wife would make me some fruit salad, and no problem. And in the beginning, she tried to make me soup at night, and the soup felt like there was so much salt in it. And I was like, oh, you put too much salt. And she was like, no, there's no salt. And I was like, nah, it's horrible, there's too much salt, I cannot. Like, the taste of soup was too much. So for the first 3 days, my regimen was nectarinas, mandarinas, bananas, and mangoes. That's all I could take. Vitamin C and paracetamol every 5 hours and that was what the doctors from Portugal were told me to take. They told me to take. So I took that for that was what I did for 3 days. I think that the night of let me look at the dates now. I think the night of the 15 was the hardest, if I remember well. The 15 or 16, those were the hardest nights, because I really felt all alone. I know my wife was there. She was sleeping in the couch in the living room, and my daughter was sleeping in the second bedroom with my sister-in-law. That they all decided to stay with me and look over me. Well, not only unhealthy food, because I tried some healthy meals, but anything that had meat didn't get in. So yeah, I became a vegan. So if that's what you say. After a point, yeah, that night of the 14 or 15 was the hardest one, because I remember that I watched a whole season of Street Food Asia on Netflix, but I was watching without watching, because I was just shivering, and I was fighting with the fever. Like I think I was watching things, but not really watching them at the same time. And I was thinking about a million things, and I had to control my breathing at the same time. I was not going on Instagram at all. Ever since I posted that I was positive, and I saw that I had like 600 comments and stuff, and a lot of love coming my way from a lot of people. But merci frérot. But yeah, I was completely not on social media. The only people I was talking to was my mom, my dad, my wife, and some family members, and Bodhisattva, because we were battling at the same time. And but I remember that night I really felt alone. I felt alone. I remember that my mind traveled somewhere. Everything was like purple. I felt like I was on the other side of the galaxy. And I woke up feeling the fever, so I was measuring myself all the time. I was always around 39.5. At a point, I was just looking at the moon, and I remember that my fever was so high, but I only could take the meds. It was midnight. I only could take the meds at 2 a.m. because if I took too much, it would fuck up my liver. So I was just waiting for 2 a.m. to hit so I could swallow the pills and wait for 3 a.m. for the effect. So I had to wait 3 hours, and I was just shivering like crazy. I was really feeling cold. So I had like a lot of blankets on me, and I was just, oh, thanks, man. And that's true. We lost a lot of people. And that night is really the night where I said to myself, okay, I might not make it. And I start thinking in my head the list of all the websites that I need to give my wife the codes of, okay, the trimester money from the Spotify money the Spotify Apple Music money comes from in this account. So you have to change this account to yours. The YouTube money comes in this account. You have to go in this website and change it to yours. The stock options that I own are there in Revolut, whatever. So we're gonna transfer it, and I can transfer to your account. Blah 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 blah. I was starting to think of all these things, like in case I have to, maybe not make it, but even just we have to ask them to come and take me and put me in an artificial coma and help me breathe, whatever. Like, I didn't know it, because I think the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th days are the worst. Those are the moments where you are either your body's gonna fight back or it's gonna get worse, and then you're gonna start not being able to breathe. And a lot of times she was like, should I call? And I was like, no, I'm controlling. I'm breathing, and I got this. I understand that. Like, I knew that the little breath I had was enough, as long as I did nothing else. So I was just like, oh, wait, I have a photo of the position where I was all the time. It's because I just plugged my computer again, so I don't know where's this cable, but my position all the time was, wait, I think I have it somewhere. That was my position every day. That's the only position I knew, day, night, or like this. But I'll in the vlog tomorrow, I'll put everything. Vraiment, Emmanuel. So yeah, that's the only night where I was like, hey, listen, I have to make sure that whatever happens, my family is well, and my kids are taken care of. So I was just ready to, in my head, I already had a list of all the website, all the places that I make money from, the Shada wear, the sushi raw, like all my businesses. I was like, okay, you're gonna have to transfer all these revenues to your bank account, so you can continue just in case. Who knows? The next day I woke up feeling very strange because my mind went far away. I really teleported in other places. Yeah, that's true. I never panicked. I got scared one moment, I think, but I'm a person that in everything that happened, I'm a stoic person. For everything, I just try to understand what's going on and set my brain to control what's going on. And that's exactly what I did. I just calculated how much breath I needed to survive. And I was like, okay, that's exactly like when I run or when I walk, when I do my 50 kilometers every month. So I just start breathing this way. And I was calculating exactly when I had to take my medicine. And the luck I have was to have a wife that really took care of me. And my daughter could not enter the bedroom, but every time my wife would come to the bedroom, I could know that my 3-year-old was very worried, because every time I would hear her from the door saying, I love you, daddy, it's gonna be all right. I know you have Dodoi, but it's gonna be all right. And that little voice set my mind to, all right, let's handle this. Let's handle this the way we handle everything in every business. Breathing, I handle. The fever, the weakness, well, let's not do nothing. The only thing that was moving in my body for a whole week was this finger on the remote control of my Apple TV to watch YouTube and to watch Netflix. And I set my mind on business and other things. Like I was watching stock options. I was like, oh, I'm on my deathbed, but I'm making money, yay. And after that time, my mother called me and to talk to my cousin, who's a doctor in France, and she's a COVID specialist. So she called me the next day, and so she asked me exactly what was I feeling, what was what did they ask me to take. So I said, okay, they just told me to take paracetamol 1,000, one pill every time I have fever, every 5 hours. Okay, she was like, okay. But do you know what about the hospital? So luckily I had the whole report from the hospital, even if it was in Portuguese. I managed to translate to her everything that was said, and all the words that were technical medical words. I guess they're the same everywhere. So more or less, when I was telling her some stuff about some glass thing in my lung, she was like, okay, yeah, that's this. And because she's a COVID specialist, she could understand exactly what was saying. So I just read her the whole report. Then I read her every number that was there, and she was like, okay, good, okay, I see. So from what it says, that you have scars in your lungs, but you're not that much advanced. How do you breathe? I was explaining that I could breathe. Are you out of breath? I said, I'm tired. But I wouldn't say I'm out of breath. I'm only out of breath if I do any effort. But if I just stay like this, I'm fine. I can breathe. I'm controlling that. And yeah, the only part is the fever. And she was like, yeah, the fever is normal. So she told me, okay, you will receive a package. And my mother also sent me a package from Africa, from DHL. And my cousin also sent me a package from France. I received the package of, I can't say when. Today is 30th. Probably I received the package on the 18th. Don't remember. 18th or the 17th or the 20th. I don't remember. And in the package, and at the same time, I ordered on Amazon. I ordered some Artemisia. I also sent. I ordered also in the Portuguese homeopathic pharmacies. I ordered. That's true. I ordered Artemisia. I ordered vitamin C to take 1,000 per day. I ordered zinc because zinc is a removes away virus from your cells. A lot of ginger, lemon, a lot of tea, and also caldo mariano to clean up my liver from all the paracetamol that I was taking. This is not good for the liver. So at the same time I was doing this herbal medicine, and at the same time I received a package with azithromycin and hydroxychloroquine in plaquenil. And I had to, so my doctor and cousin told me, okay, you're gonna take both pills, the azithromycin for 3 days, every 12 hours, and hydroxychloroquine for 6 days, every 12 hours. So I'll start taking that, plus everything else that I told you. And after 3 days, so when I start taking it, I was already starting to feel better. Did it make a difference? I don't know. I didn't try without. All I know is I took it. My parents told me to take it. My doctor and cousin told me to take it. I don't think my cousin wants to kill me, so I asked her, like, is it okay if I take it after a week? And she was like, hey, don't worry. I've been working a lot of patients here, and you in good condition. You don't have heart problems, etc., etc. And yeah, we'll see. Like, if you feel any hard side effects, you just stop taking it. But because of your health condition, you should be fine. It's okay. So I start taking it. Start making me feel a little dizzy. It makes you feel dizzy. That's the only thing I could say about it is that you feel dizzy when you take it. You have this, but it's not a dizzy like a horrible dizzy. No, it's just like you feel just a little bit of dizziness, but it's not. I wouldn't say that it's horrible. It's not horrible. So I started taking that. I remember that 10 days ago. So that I was in the middle of taking all this, the care package plus the herbs and everything. I remember exactly that 10 days ago, I woke up and I was like, no fever for 6 hours. And then I was like, no fever for 12 hours. A whole day without fever. Feels great. And then the next day was my third day of taking the medicine, and artemisia and zinc and ginger, lemon and vitamins and magnesium. Like I was taking a bunch of stuff. I remember exactly the day that I woke up like this. And I remember waking up and the first thing I said to myself is, I'm breathing normally. Then I tried to take some air, and there was a point where it was irritating, but I could take more. And then the next day, still no fever. A little bit of dizziness because those are strong medicine. A little bit of dizziness, and I could take more air. Then after 3 days, I could really take some deep breath, and my breath was normal. And my wife was making a Guinea specialty of that. I don't know if it's a fula, it's a Fulani meal, or if it's a more general Guinea meal, but it's called Kaysha. And there's lemon, there's pili pili, there's rice, there's some stuff in there, and she made me that. And that's actually the first thing that I could eat, and I felt a good taste of it. And again, I'll put all that to the vlog, but that's me the first time my first time eating. I'll in the vlog that I'll put everything. And at that time, it's a moment where I'm eating. I'm super weak because I've been laying down for a whole week, not eating. Lost some weight, but I can feel that I'm on the way up. So I had 3 more days of just hydroxychloroquine, 200 milligrams, and King Milton Cruz. Thank you, brother. And at that point, I start, being on a take care movement. So after 5 days, my breath was completely back to normal. I still felt weak, I would say that, when I was trying to just like walk around in the bedroom. It was not a good idea. So, but I could stay sitting a bit, so I would just open the window and just feel the wind and the air. Then my wife brought my whole setup, the whole computer and everything, to the bedroom. This cheered me up because when I have my computers, I'm starting to be like, hey. So I start spending not a lot of time, but 2-3 hours at night just looking around of what's going on in the internet, what Kanye West invented, all that shit. Did Tory Lane shoot Megan in the foot? All the I'm starting being interested in what's going on in the world. I was able to watch some series. I watched the whole first season of Succession on HBO. It was great. I would really say that I believe that part of what, other than medicine, and and herbs. Part of what saved my life was my daughter's energy, my wife's my wife being there, and all the energy that I felt from everybody around the world, like all the outpouring of positive energy and love, really made a difference. You feel it. You feel it. You feel that everybody needs you, and you receive so many messages from so many people that it gives you an energy to not give up. A lot of people give up, and a lot of people feel depressed. I don't. I think I was in control the whole time, but I think the all the messages felt so good, and the need to do more of the things that I want to do in life was a drive too. I have an album to finish, and I have an album after that I already was thinking of doing. I had some releases because because I release stuff every week. A lot of my songs are already uploaded, sometimes 2-3 weeks before. So I had a release that came out while I was sick. I even promoted it. It was Hold You Tight with C Mart and Salmin Swag and Monsieur de Shada. This came out. Then yeah, I have a lot of things that I want to do. I have a lot of ideas and money to make, and a lot of things I want to build. I'm not done. So just this was like me talking to the virus and say, yo, my nigga, get the fuck out of here. And so it's been so after my last day of taking the Plaquenil, the hydroxychloroquine, that's when the dizziness came finished. I don't know if you see, but the water is a little greenish because I have this shut. I always forget the name of this thing, but it has a mint. No, it's not mint. Hortela is, I forgot what it is. It's the same thing. It's like mint, but it's not mint. But it has this variant of mint. It has Caldor Mariano and a few other plants, and this cleans your liver. So I've been taking it a lot since I'm taking a lot of medicine and stuff, and I just want to make sure that. And I take artemisia, zinc, and I 3 days ago, I woke up with my wife at 6 a.m. and I told her, so I'm still in quarantine, of course, but we live in front of the water, and at 6 a.m. there's nobody in the neighborhood. So I just told her I would like to try to walk, just so my lungs get back to normal speed, and I need you to be there just in case any problem and I have to sit down or whatever. And actually we walked 2.5 kilometers and all good. Was a little tired when we came back home, but yeah, I just then went back to sleep. The next day I walked 6 kilometers, and I have to say that today I feel 90% back to how I was. I left the bedroom because I don't think I'm contagious anymore and or dangerous to my family. I don't think that I'm sick anymore. But like my cousin told me, to not abuse, because some people just have a rechute. They go back down on it. So I'm still careful. I'm still taking my vitamins. I'm still, and I'm not abusing. I'm not abusing of my health. Actually, today, I slept the whole day. Like, I didn't do nothing else than sleeping. Played a little bit with my daughter, but the rest of the time I was just, if I'm not sitting and watching something, I'm just resting. And like, I can control my whole business from my phone, and so that's what I did the whole these days. That's what I do. I just try not to do too much. My breath is completely back to normal. I didn't have fever for now 10 days. I want to do some new beats. I want to do a new piano EP. But I didn't feel like, when I was on the bedroom, I didn't feel this envy to work when I'm not on my desk. Now that I'm back here, I think that tomorrow I'm gonna work on that EP. I want to record some new songs, but I didn't want to start like abusing of my lungs too fast. And I still have to take those home vox. Those are medicine for your throat and stuff. I wanna take the time to be fully recovered before I start working a little bit. And at the same time, singing is not running. So I'm here, I'm sitting, I'm singing. It's like, it's not the end of the world. Doing a live show is the same thing. I don't see myself doing 3-hour talking all night, but it's important for me and for my mind to be back at it and to be back to some of my routines, because I believe that this is also part of what drives you and make you feel good, make you feel better. So that's why today I was like, wow, it's already one something. I was like, let me just go and even if there's nobody, and lucky for me, you guys are here, but even if nobody came, or if there was 2 or 3 people, because I started live at 1:40. Fuck, it's already free. Just doing it was important for me to be back at it. And the live I did, the live that I did where I was just playing music, I was emotional, even if I didn't put a camera. It was just me playing music. I felt the emotions of seeing everybody, seeing the whole family, the whole Shada gang, like, and I felt like, yeah, I'm back. It was like I was not back out but knowing that I was there and I was just playing music and stuff, and people were like, yeah, it's coming back. So it was an important moment also for me, and today is an important moment for me, because I get to talk about what I felt, what I've been through, and my story might help people, might and in this moment in time where everybody is full of certainties, about a virus that nobody knows nothing about. And science is learning every day. Everybody's learning every day. And instead of acting all like scientists or waiting for the science to say something, we got politicians, we got influencers, and we got people that are giving you information and saying that, yeah, this is the truth, this is the salvation, hydrochloroquine will do the remdesivir, this, that, no, this is that. And people are fighting about this because people need to fight about everything now. It's like, you know me, like, some people come to me and say, oh, you shouldn't have an iPhone, you should have a Samsung. And I'm like, why do you care? Because Samsung is better. I was like, yeah, but why do you care what I use? Do you work for Samsung? Or no? Do you get paid if I get a Samsung? No. So shut the fuck up. Use your phone. Be happy with your phone because you like it. Tell me why you like it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And let me be happy with mine. But we are in this society that everybody want to fight about everything, and everybody wants their opinion or the opinion they heard somewhere and that they believe to be validated in the group of strangers that they don't know, and they all want to be against the others. You guys should all go to Afghanistan and go get killed in real wars, since you need to fight so much. I'm not like that. Do I believe that azithromycin and hydrochloroquine changed something or cured me? I don't know. Simple as that. I have no idea. All I know is I feel better. Would I have felt better if I didn't take it and I just took my zinc, my lemon, my ginger, maybe. I don't know. That's not the path I chose. I chose to give myself all the chances, and if my doctor told me that I could take this and without no risk, I told her, hey, some people have heart attack, this, and she was like, hey, listen, we've been using this for 65 years in Africa to treat malaria, to treat a lot of things, and these are drugs that have been used to treat a lot of diseases for years and years and years. The same health organization who now say that, this medicine is X. You just go to YouTube and you can find videos of the same people that are praising this drug. Is it the solution for this disease? I don't believe so. I think one day science will say, hey, listen, here is a pill that you can take, and when you have COVID, this will treat it in 3 days like a flu. This will happen at a point. A vaccine will happen. But for now, all we have is things that we can try. And doctors take their responsibilities. Some think that paracetamol is enough. Some think that you can add some stuff to the mix. I don't have a clear answer. I can only talk about me, and I can say what I did. Did it change something that I took it? Maybe would have been recovered fully the same way I am right now if I didn't take it? Maybe. I don't know. But these medicine contain zinc, and zinc is known to remove the viruses from your cells. So I think it helped. I'm not interested in having the disease again to try without, so I'm gonna pass on trying again. I'm gonna hope that I don't have it again. And yeah, that's my story. The only thing that works is to distance yourself from people, wear a mask when you are outside of your home, and make sure that the people that live with you or that you are around are careful too. For now, that's the only thing that is certain. Everything else, we have to let science work. We have to let them try. I saw in the news that some company, and I think there's 2 or 3 companies that successfully did a virus where people develop some antibodies. It's great, but like they all said, they won't be ready to deliver vaccines before 2021 anyway. So there's still gonna be no shows. There's still gonna be another 6 months of this crazy year, and maybe more until there's a solution. And until then, people have to discipline themselves. That's the only thing we can do now. And try to act like the Asians a little bit more. They're all out there with masks, and they all got used to this because, yeah, there's a lot of coronaviruses out there, and they've been used to having them, and they've been used to, and the pollution and stuff, and yeah, they all wear masks, and they don't mind. They don't make it a political thing. They don't, when they have to go inside of a Walmart or a supermarket and somebody tell them, sorry, you have to wear a mask, or they can even sell you one, they don't start with their political bullshit of, yeah, I'm supposed to be free, da 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 da, I do what I want, you're not gonna force me. Shut the fuck up. Go home. And if people were just a little bit more disciplined, the problem would still be there, but it would be contained. But yeah, everybody wants to make it about themselves. People are super selfish. It's crazy. Hey, I'm happy to see you, cousin. Mental support from your wife had to be crucial. A lot of people died because of they had to be alone in the hospital. I completely agree. I have a strong mental, but it is true that surrounded by the people you love and surrounded by strangers that only appear when you boop, boop, boop in a button is not the same thing, and you don't feel it the same way. It's crazy. Yeah, and you don't know who you're gonna fall on hospitals, especially public hospitals. But you can be sure of one thing, I was going to a private hospital anyway. The hospital near me, it's expensive, and I gladly pay. I'm just like, yo, take my money and take care of me. Listen, the beds are like beds of hotels. You have your little TV. You get you cool Wi-Fi. It's a private luxury hospital for Portugal, but I prefer 1,000 times being there and this costing me 3,000, 4,000 than the horror stories of ending up with some racist person who's like, nah, I'm gonna let you die. Yo, that's crazy. Exactly, completely agree. Health is my priority. Yeah, I'm taking my time completely. I'm even before doing this live, I made sure that I was fine. I was fine to stay here sitting and not feeling tired. If I felt anything different, I was back to bed, or I would have waited until Sunday, or I really came here because I felt in my body that I was ready. Thanks, Kiki Media. So, once I was gone, while I was gone, sorry. I'm gonna have to leave you guys here because I don't wanna abuse my health. It's 3 a.m. I wanna just go to bed and watch some videos, so I can come back Sunday and we can talk about. I want to talk about Kanye. I want to talk about Megan and Tory Lanez. I want to talk about all that stuff, and I want to make you listen to a lot of the new songs that have been coming out, and the songs that I have. I have a new song coming out Friday midnight, and then I have a remix single of my song with Lisa Lopez, Don't You. I have 6 or 7 new singles that are coming out. Friday I have a new song coming out with R. Fugit called Sempre Amor. It's gonna be a dope song with Makita too. And I've been working on the album. I have some interesting duets, and so when you are alone at that moment, it also shows you who cares. That's very interesting. Who you think is here for you and actually they're not. And who actually end up being there and asking about you all the time, calling your wife, and who's worried for real. It's very interesting. It gives you a lot of answers, and it helps you also clean up the people around you. And I have a lot of things that I did, a lot of work. So I'm gonna leave you with this new song that I did. Let me remove that. It's a song that I've released with Salmin Swag from Tanzania, C-Mart from Nigeria, and Mr. Shada, that is me. It's a song called Hold You Tight. Let me get the cover right. There you go. Boom. Yeah, perfect. Almost. Yeah. So yeah, that's Hold You Tight. Let me do my thing right. What? Oh, give me a sec. I like my presentation to be done seriously. So there you go. So it's a track called Hold You Tight, and so I made the beat, and I invited a few friends from Nigeria and Tanzania. As you can see, I've been pushing the boundaries of music, and I've been expanding instead of always working with the same people in my circle. I'm trying to find people outside to work with. I have a lot of ideas of things that I want to do. I have a lot of things that I want to do. For example, doing a live where I let anybody submit a beat, and I choose the best one, and I write and record on the spot, and we release the song, and like stuff like that. Like there's a lot of ideas, like, because don't think that while I was there on the deathbed, I was just being like, no. My brain was like, yo, when we're done, we have to do this. Yo, think about, like, when you don't have nothing to do except just watch the moon. Guys like me, we start inventing a lot of stuff, and we start having a lot of strategies, and we're like, yo, when I'm back from this, I'm gonna do this, and like, yeah. I had a lot of ideas of things I'm gonna do for the future. Thank you, Juju. I'm on it. Yeah, now body's on a next level thing. But it's true. Body needs to clean up the energies around him, and yeah, I'm trying to have him come to the live Sunday so we can talk about it, because we live the same thing in different ways, and I want him to talk about how this depressed him, and this showed him how much, in the end, sometimes you think you're surrounded and you realize you're alone. You realize that a lot of people are just here for the good times, and when it comes to the suffering, nobody's here, or everybody's like, yeah, whatever. So it's it's my pleasure. Yeah, no pushing it. Yeah, I felt it. I really felt it, and I'm really thankful for you guys. It is. We're gonna do some great things in the future. You guys are here, that's for sure. Yeah. She's yeah, a big up to him, to her. Yeah, I will ask her if she wants to do a live at a point. She's very antisocial, so she doesn't really like that. Even on her social, she doesn't do a lot of lives. But I've been trying to have her do a live on her YouTube channel, and so with her friends, to talk about women stuff. So that might be something interesting. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave you here, and I'm gonna try to get some rest, because as you can hear from my voice, I'm not fully recovered, and I don't want to abuse it. So this is Hold You Tight by Kaysha, Salmin Swag, Monsieur de Shada, and C Mart. And I'm really thankful for the gang. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to have you back with me when I'm back, and I'm glad that I missed you guys. It's been a rough 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't remember, 2 weeks, and it's great to be here. It's great to be back. It's great to breathe. It's great to be given the time to do all the things I want to do. Just listen, see my daughter grow. See, like, this is things that you are thankful for. And go see my cousin show, the Dahlia show. You have to go check her YouTube channel, and make sure you catch her live show. It's very interesting too. Thank you. So check out this new track. It's on Spotify. Put it on your playlist. Enjoy the music, and I will see you Sunday. Thanks, everybody. See you Sunday.
It is about all the things, baby, that you do to me, baby. I'll be needing them, and I'll be cherishing them in my head, baby. This is where you stay, baby, and I hate it, baby. gotta make sweet love tonight. Oh, tonight. Just wanna hold you tight for life. Touch and make you feel alright. We gotta make sweet love tonight. Oh, tonight. Tonight, 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 baby, oh. Tonight, baby, oh. Tonight, 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 baby, oh. Tonight, baby, oh. Move your body close to me, baby. Don't wanna be far away from you. You got all I need, baby. Move your sexy body close to me, baby. Just can't get enough of you, my love. Wanna be with you, baby. Just wanna hold you tight for life. Touch and make you feel alright. We gotta make sweet love tonight. Oh, tonight. Just wanna hold you tight for life. Touch and make you feel alright. We gotta make sweet love tonight. Oh, tonight. Tonight, 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 baby, oh. Tonight, baby, oh. Tonight, 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 baby, oh. Tonight, baby, oh.
Leo siku nitakueleza kila kitu, najua unanipenda mitu, haunifichi kitu, usiwe kama bongo movie na madrama, nikulete nyumbani Dar es Salaam, yeah. Ukitaka nitakubusu hata in front of my ex, naogopa mitiani so nitafanya correct, utanikuta kota nimekana moet, drying up your waters mana mama ko wet, nataka tuache OM, na kuona peke yako nang'ara just before them, tofautisha mama la mama na so them. You call me baby, I don't know what I should call them. Yeah, blessing be on everything we do. Hesabu ya mabusu yanayotoka from me to you. Promise ukitoka ili bato talia majuu. Picking you tonight hata kama hujasema suit.
Tonight, 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 baby, oh.